Okay, so I got an idea. Why don't we? Okay, why don't we both just? Actually, no, because the video is going to be off. So, uh, what we will do is still we're going to use that. Okay, as soon as the screen changes like that, you know when she's getting out of it, there's camera change.
So when it
Just
goes
say go.
when it goes to the cutscene, I say go. Okay.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1,
Go.
go. Did you say it?
I did say it. Yeah.
Oh god,
Do,
did
do
you?
you want to do it again just in case, or?
Yeah, 3,
Right.
2, 1,
Go.
go. Alright, perfect. That'll work.
All right. Cool.
So, we'll start by going up here. I don't know how it's going to perform on console, because I did this on emulator.
Oh, I did. Console seems good. I did. Now, I checked it out to make sure that the thing worked. But I didn't do like any exploring and stuff. But I did go as far as up as here, just to check out what the the limits was for the skybox or whatever.
Yeah, so for context, this was discovered by some guy named Generic, way back in like 5 years ago. I replicated it by going to the bottom of that place I'm shooting at, the elevator, and explosive covering all the way up using emulator and cheat engine for infinite health and infinite ammo. And then recently, Shave Throne 10 figured out how to just replicate what that guy did. So that's how we got to here.
So how we actually got here was we've skipped a loading trigger that makes the guys spawn. Is that right?
And yeah, I had like hours of footage already recorded, but it was all in cooperative, so wasn't really that good footage. Quality was pretty low. So to go ahead and go over the simple stuff up here, I already went into one of those buildings. We can go in here. If we go over here and get out on there, we can't get back. We can't fly again, so we're not going to do that. I already learned that mistake.
Okay.
After like 15 minutes, explosive covering up here. It's not that long, but
Okay.
here's the brothers.
The start of the previous level. This is the start of the previous level.
Yes, and as you can see, no bridge. And not really much else to explore here. There's no ship, sadly.
No, I suppose there wouldn't be much reason for it to be. From a development point of view, anyway.
Yeah, it'd be a whole other thing to load. We can go in there, but we're not going to go that way because I don't know. I haven't tested that way. I think I'd get stuck.
Okay.
So we're going to go through here because this is the route I normally take. And then we land here. This is the only door out of all the doors leading to the bottom that we can walk through with this jetpack. So, just to make sure I show everything. There's not really much to show here, but there's the inside of this place.
Okay, this is where you'd come normally to, at the start of the previous mission, to do whatever it is you do up here.
You get on the elevator in the higher difficulties. The little console's not here, though. Go down through here. And so, here's a problem I just now thought of. I am not like absolutely sure how getting out of. Oh wait, never mind. When you go up through the elevator and trigger the thing, it opens all the doors down here. I forgot about that, or not opens them, but they despawn.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I completely forgot about that. So this is going to be much easier.
Oh well. Got free reign of the place.
Yeah. So I can actually go ahead and show this then. I haven't made the video on it yet, but here's a door that's normally not open. and leads pretty much nowhere.
That'll be why it's not normally open.
Yeah, there's a, was it up or down? Oh, down. There's another spot you can go to, I think, and forgot where it leads, but I'll show that later. Because it's boring. There's nothing there.
Okay.
You don't need to be there.
It makes
There's
sense.
nothing there for you.
Makes sense. There'll be nothing there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think now that means we'll get a better view down here. If I remember correctly. I'm trying to... I always have to remember where exactly I'm supposed to go through. This place is a little... It's huge, so it's a little harder to move.
Yeah, if it's not one of the like 3 speedrun routes, I wouldn't know where to go. Get lost very easily in this place.
So I think we went in a circle. So congratulations, team.
Just checking the perimeter.
This is it's hard to tell because a lot of stuff despawns exactly where this is. Normally there's water here, I think. Yes. And this is blocked off. The water despawns though. So I actually haven't seen what it's like out there when you've triggered that the day-night cycle thing. So this will be interesting for me too.
What's the day-night cycle thing?
Like where it's brighter out here now.
Oh, sure, okay.
Yeah. Now, we just need to find out where in the heck, because we don't swear here, where in the heck I went through.
I meant to ask, what channel is this going on?
Yours, unless you don't want it to be.
Oh, sure, yeah, no, I can... Well, you know what, if you're putting on mine, you don't need to worry about swearing that much, but...
Perfect. Unless Foss wanted it on Perfect Web Zero, I'd have to ask.
Yeah, anything's cool.
Yeah, I don't remember now, because I've just been excited to make this. Where in the hell did I go? Okay, I gotta, okay, that way, and I need to go back to the beginning of the level, if you can help out with that.
Okay, where?
Would it be through here?
Yes. No.
No.
Is the next one over then? Must be, right? Yes.
There we go. Okay,
there we go.
perfect. So once we get to here, there's this little area. Perfect, because we can go through it. And
oh wow.
There we go.
Oh wow.
Now we're outside of it and a much better view.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, this is amazing. It looks so much better. That might be placebo, because it might look the same. Who knows? So, real quick, just as a neat little thing, you can see a rat in there.
No way that's where they hid the rat.
There's a place you could see them, a Shade Film 10's channel, he shows it off, where the rat's folding down. But that isn't the only rat. Each of the Trinity platforms has one on every driving submarine. The stationary submarines do not have them, the ones that are hanging.
Okay.
Is there anywhere I should go first?
I mean, I can't really... I don't know. I'm taking in the sights here. This is incredible.
Oh, you can press the Y button to change the camera on the jetpack. I didn't know that until recently.
I didn't know that until just now.
Yeah, there's Walls had to tell me about that.
Of course it would be her.
One day she's gonna tell us about the complete level button. So this is one of the areas. I think Shade Film 10 said this was unused, and most of it is.
Oh yeah, I don't recognize that. Like I'm trying to think what would it look like from being inside there looking out. I don't recognize those windows.
This is the beginning of the level.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Right there is where we go into hack. And then that door that's closed, or maybe it's further down. Okay, yeah, I think the wall is invisible, but we go to hack somewhere near here. And then there's a door that we can't get through. But if we got through it, we would run down here and realize that, what was it? What does this connect to? Here, it's complicated. But basically, Carol's room is through here, and we run through here before we hack the other room. There's Carol's room. I go in there, but we get stuck instantly. Well, actually, we would get stuck now because all the doors are open or unloaded. So I can try to get in there, but we'll save the going inside of it for later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a very good tour guide.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm just. See, now I've shown you the pictures before, and I keep meaning to grab footage of it, but I've never bothered. But I've had it like this. You call it day-night cycle. I call it deleting the water.
Oh.
I've had it where I've been inside the place and the water's disappeared, and you look out the windows and it looks like some sort of alien landscape and stuff. But I've never seen it from this angle.
The way I got that to happen, I don't know if yours is the same. Is I at the beginning of, you got to be careful not to go on these because you can go through them. But on Trinity Infiltration, I explosives covered out in the first area you're in and just fell down the elevator shaft.
Yes, a similar thing. Mine was on Data Core actually.
Okay.
Right at the end, it was Riff Sandwich. He suggested something. So you go up the elevator at the end. He suggested, or he wondered what would happen if you then went down the other elevator shaft next to it. Excuse me. So I did, and basically same sort of thing as this. A lot of things despawn, and the water seems to have gone. But yeah, obviously I was only inside the thing.
This you can just sort of pass right through, so I haven't really went inside of it. But
which part of the base is that?
This is the center area.
Oh, the ring thing.
Yeah. The ending part of the level is. Let me make sure I'm not turned around here. It would be. It's impossible to not get turned around, but I think it's here.
Oh, that's the shaft you take up?
Yes, I believe. Could be wrong. You can fall through right there, where I was just at. So you gotta be careful. Almost did it again.
I do know from performing another couple of tricks on different levels that quite a lot of those surfaces are not the most solid.
What is really lucky, and it's because we get so many different angles, I guess, like through the windows, that all of these have ceilings. Because I went on some multiplayer maps trying to get an overview of the levels, like their ceilings, and almost none of them have ceilings like this. You just see right through them.
Oh, so they're not textured on both sides, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the runaround area. You can't really see through it as well from the inside as you can the outside. I noticed that there's a thing that's normally here. It's like a piece of grass thing that I normally land. In my other one, I landed on it to look around, but it looks like those despawn too.
Okay.
Now, why it despawns? This is crazy. You can pass right through this too, but this is the data core area and everything.
Yeah, that I think would that be the part or near the part I passed through in my Invisible Trinity video.
I think so.
Yeah, because I recognize the dome here.
Here is the area where we do the door skip. You know, where we pass right through the door using the guard. We get him to open it.
Oh right.
And
yes.
here's the camera area.
Oh, okay, so it's
yeah. It's kind of hard from the top to get You think you'd like be able to tell where everything is just by being above it, but it's really difficult actually.
No, I can see it now. I can see it now. You point it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So the oh man, my follow up, when I was planning this out, I knew everything a lot better. Now I suddenly don't. I knew how to explain where everything was better.
Oh, that's fine. That's every time you press record. That's the way.
So, if some differences here on the maps that I should point out before I forget is when you look at the Trinity map on the debriefing, it doesn't have an even amount of these on each side. It leaves out some of these, but there are an even amount of these elevator shafts.
Okay.
Even though you won't see, I believe it's this one when you're up above the level. You can see it right through there. That will be blocked by a wall on. Actually, I don't think it's this level, but every other Trinity level. The elevator is blocked by a wall.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
But you can't open it in those levels. But in this one, it's locked, and pretty much nothing down there really, as expected. If things spawn in your jetpack, you can take damage, so we have to look out for these because they just spawn out of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they will just blow up.
Get telefragged.
Yeah. And let's see. So this, I believe, is one of the areas you drive the cam spy through, but I might be wrong because these are where.
Looks like
these are where the
yeah. Oh, that would make
things
sense.
are.
Yeah, that would make sense. Is there one on top of the?
Odd. There we go.
I'm pointing at the screen as though you can see me.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, there it is. Look. The thing you're aiming at just now, that'd be the one on the roof, right?
Yes. We turn a lot more than you'd think, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
And then we don't have a drop off at that point because it skips us straight to that center part.
I have been in there before, actually, on foot as Joanna.
Really, I thought you fell through the horror.
No, it's all solid in there. Getting to it's the tricky part, but once you're in there, you're fine.
Oh wow! Yeah, there's countless. There's so much. I still couldn't get a good map of this drawn even out here. I really thought out here I'd be able to do it, but it's just so intricate, and I don't know how to draw a map of this.
I think the main problem for that is that it's on so many different levels. Like there's so much stuff happening all on top of each other and stuff. It gets real complicated.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to wait until we actually have the whole texture and everything, or not textures and the map. We just pull the whole geometry and everything.
Yeah.
I've just gotta hope that that like what's loaded right now is base geometry for the level, and not like this is its own model, for example, or that's its own model.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
A decent amount of outpost loads, like even the satellites and stuff. So there's a good chance this will all load too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know anything about anything, but I don't see why not. At least the main structure would make sense for all to be the same thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to give a better. Well, we can't really go that high, sadly, because the water gets in the way. Well, I've actually never tried, but I'm scared I'll go through it. So I'll try that in a little while. But
well, I was gonna say, what's the worst that can happen if you go through it? You just go
could
back down again.
No, you can't pass through the water like that.
No, what I mean is you could do the circuit again, go down the elevator shaft and etc.
It's a ceiling.
Oh, is it?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
Rip.
That's a nightmare, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nightmare and a half. There's where we're supposed to be going. You can see the objective thing. So Yeah, another thing about the map of this level is it says that these two are not even, the angles. And now that I'm looking at them in single player, it might actually be true. I thought it was bullshit. But it does look like this room's slightly bigger than this room. What do you think?
Does a little bit, but it doesn't, not by much if it is.
Yeah, so it was right. So I guess I don't need to really redo the whole thing, the whole map of it. The basic map is okay enough. Like I said, it's missing that one specifically. So, already saw the Carol room. I don't know what this is. I can't recall what this is.
From the shape, I'd say elevator shaft, but
I think this is that. Yeah, this is that room I talked about that leads nowhere earlier. Where I said I'd show it off later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it leads right there, and it drops lower into here. It looks like we might be able to pass right through that. So should we take a look at it?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, let's try one from the bottom. Nope.
Might have more luck on the top, perhaps. Maybe not.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, that's the whole thing is very strange. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. Gotta get through there.
Oh, now that we're in here.
There you go. Is this the part where you'd have the cam spy? Or is this a different part that just looks the same?
No. This is the beginning of the level.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find it. We're not gonna get stuck or anything through here. Okay, here we go. This is the data core room.
Yeah, that's
the terminal's gone, but that's where we hack.
Is that not where? Yeah, that's sorry.
What I mean is in data
core.
Too. Yeah, you're right. Interesting. The layout is different then.
Is it?
Hold on, let's see. I've never been through here with this jetpack. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so in that level we drive we start the cam spy there, we go through there, and we go through somewhere in there, and then we come down here.
Yeah. To clarify what I said earlier, when I said I had been in here as Joanna, I did mean in data core.
Yeah. Okay, I get it now. The walls on these sides, this is where we fall through in data core.
Yes.
The walls on these sides are all closed except this one. This is open.
So it is.
No, that's closed too. We drop right here.
Drop right here. Everything's closed to funnel us into the objective. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then down here where we were before.
So this would be where the bad guys come from in this level.
Yes.
When you're trying to download the program.
Although they just spawn out of nowhere, they're just door. This is all. I don't know why this is all modeled. Because a lot of this isn't used. Like this whole area I'm going through right now. Now this part specifically, I don't know. As far as I know, there's nothing used here. Because see, this is back where we started. Right?
Right, yeah.
No, this is Carol's room. So this is the beginning of the level of Trinity. You start right here, and this door is normally closed.
Right.
We come out there, that's where Jonathan throws the grenade. And then through here, this area we never go through or see, there's an elevator shaft right there. It might be used for where some guards spawn. Like, I've never really tried to get a guard to open that door.
Yeah, I'd assume it's just a good old-fashioned monster closet, yeah.
And then it leads right up here. for the longest time, I clipped through this door before, but there was nothing on the other side. I just didn't land and get solid ground so it could spawn.
Oh, right.
So, just out of curiosity, can we? Oh, we can get right back out.
Okay.
And back in. Interesting.
Yes.
So now let's try to find out where we are.
Oh, that's an interesting view.
Thank God I didn't fall to the floor there. Well, I guess we could go back through there because we actually have no reason to be out here anymore down here. So, head back out. So hopefully that gives a better perspective on the place. It gets all blurred as soon as we get back out here, though.
What? Yeah. What strange architecture. It's like.
Yeah.
Why would you design it this way? Like.
Who designed this place?
From an in-universe point of view, that's definitely some bold.
Even they're confused.
Yeah.
As you can tell, they half-assed the rest of the thing, and it's not an infinite Earth.
Well, it wouldn't need to be, would it?
Well, if they cared.
Well, I think the only reason that it is so big on Arena is because you're going to be able to look off the side of your floating island and see it all. I don't understand why they made it solid, but I think that's the reason that it's so big. But I think this, realistically, I don't think you're going to be able to see anything out the window.
The most you'll be able to see in this is from this area, but you rarely even go in here. But you only get a view of this. Mm-hmm. Why the window isn't on this side where you can actually see stuff and see the submarines going on and everything is beyond me. Because even down here, it's really hard to see anything out here.
Mm-hmm.
This is another area, like, if you do speedruns or anything, you've probably never been through, but when we're running, which side is it? When we're running through here, I'm trying to remember which part. It would be, I'm trying to remember. I think this is, oh man, it's so hard to remember. But we pass right through this area when we leave the center of the place. And there's like no reason to come through here, but there's a lot of stuff there, obviously.
Right.
And another thing I need to mention is that we come through here and see that long run we do to that one where the end of the level is?
Probably.
Or is it, I don't know, this is near the beginning of the level, I believe. And then I think, no, this is the end of the level elevator area.
Okay.
We could clip through here and then clip down there and theoretically just get to the elevator that way. And it'd be a lot faster. We'd probably have to run out here to spawn Jonathan, assuming I'm at the right area. Yes, I am.
Yeah, spawn point seems to be at the door, I think. Just inside the door.
So, in theory, we could, when we're running through that area, we could, like, get through here somehow and get to the end of the level way faster. That was when I said I'd found a new skip, but I hadn't tried it yet.
You forgot to say the maybe afterwards.
Yeah, maybe.
That is actually very interesting though, because there's no reason that shouldn't work. Assuming we can find a way to clip through.
Yeah, that's the difficult part, because the way I did it was I covered against that wall and shot myself for about like 10 minutes and got right here and then ran through.
So very impressive, but not exactly faster.
Yeah. It's like I said about Jake Jordan's method to get the jetpack. It's at least a few seconds faster than my old method. Maybe a little more. I saw somebody running on these, but
Now,
I recall.
some of that is solid. Obviously, it's very strange the way it's laid out. It's almost like a minefield, except instead of explosives, you've got to watch out for invisible holes.
So strange. But yeah, that's the whole area. And I don't really think there's too much more to show here.
That's very cool.
I guess I should give a good shot of each part.
You can get back up above the water, right? If you go back in the building and then find your way up.
Yes.
How far away from the platform can you get?
I don't know. I have not tried. Are you like saying you want to go around this water?
Yeah, just or just or you could try it under the water, I suppose. Just see how far away the end of the world is.
Oh yeah, we'll try that from the top.
Okay.
So, just a couple more. Yep.
I've been doing hand gestures this whole time, by the way.
It's fine. I keep shooting even though you have no sound. I hope I didn't leave the. I did leave the music on.
Yeah.
There's no point in turning it off now, but I'm gonna mute it anyways because it's not like there's really much to listen to.
Rest in peace. The music.
It's the dramatic. Doesn't make good exploration music. Not like Datacore. All right, that seems like a good bit explored. So let's find out where we're gonna clip back inbounds. I need to find that area again.
One thing we'll say now, I'm not a scientist. This doesn't seem very deep. This water, right?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't think about that. This is pretty shallow, honestly.
Yeah.
Although, in perspective, like Joanna's like she's like 5'9", so down here, I wonder how deep that is. That's still probably not deep enough to warrant a base.
No, I mean it's not like it's a little pond or anything for sure, but yeah, it's just I don't know. It's like
It's it's definitely a bit much for how like big this base is. It's definitely not as deep as it should be.
But then I suppose the alternative would be to you wouldn't expect the player to ever be outside, so you wouldn't have to physically make it deeper, but what you'd have to do is make the elevator ride to the surface take longer, so it seems like you're going, a lot higher. Which from a gameplay perspective would probably be a bit boring. So,
well, my idea was for how they would have done it is either have it where there's a moving object to like act as a fake wall, and have it like moving by a lot faster, and it's like a repeating texture.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
Or just have it where you can't actually see how you're moving. Like have it where the elevator has solid walls around it, so you can't see that you're not really moving that fast. So you're not actually going that deep, because you can kind of tell you're not going that far down.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is how we're gonna go up.
Okay.
I found it a lot faster than I expected. Is it the wrong voice? Can we just go to the top? Okay, wrong voice. Yep. It can be a little tricky. Although, I think the next one over. Yeah, that's it. If you get the guards to spawn while you're in the jetpack in 2-player, the jetpack will just disappear and you won't be in it. I forgot to mention that. I did get them to spawn eventually.
Oh, okay.
We can't go through there. The door doesn't open. Let's go down here. still going the wrong way. I've played this game before. A couple times.
Now you really are sounding like the Outer Bounds guy.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that way will be it. Oh, hey, since this isn't loaded, I can just go down here.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy. Usually there's water loaded right here to stop me. Okay, I think we just went in a huge circle. It hurts my wrist doing this because I'm switching between them.
I was going to say, it looks very impressive. You've really got that movement down.
Oh yeah. I was mentioning that to Voss. I was like, it looks like I'm speed running through these. It's just that some of these areas your wings get caught on, so you just gotta switch it. Oh my god. Is there an exit?
Yeah, there must be, right? If we go back to... Yeah, if we just
try
and play the level like normal, you'll be able to get up the elevator shaft you're supposed to, right?
Yeah. I was just messing around. Where is... Okay, so that's not where we go. It's this way.
There you are.
And then... Are you crazy? Hold position. That's what he says through here.
I like when you reload the checkpoint there, and you run through here, and it immediately fails the set the bombs thing, but then he sets the bomb anyway, and it completes.
Wait, really?
Yeah, happened on my marathon run.
That is so weird.
Because you...
Okay,
yeah.
So we skip through here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or we go
yeah,
this
should be it, yeah.
Now, we're fine to go through here right now because of the fact that we're in a jetpack and it won't count as us walking through.
Oh, I never even thought of that, because that's where the trigger is, right? In that room.
Mm-hmm. We can't get back in there, though, with the jetpack, because it will just stop us.
That's fine.
So now we're seeing how far out the world is. So you can land on some of this, like right here, but eventually... Am I even moving?
Looks like, yeah.
Eventually you just, like, start floating. At least that's what someone who knows nothing like me would say, because I still haven't started floating. And I forgot to open these again to get that out of the way. The world. But whatever. Okay, now I can't land, so we are at the point where we pass right through the water. Or not pass right through it, but for some reason we can't land. And I just hit a wall.
Oh, so it's not that far out then?
Yeah, it really isn't. Wait. Yeah, I hit a wall. Oh, I don't like that. What the?
Interesting.
Why does it?
Oh, do you know what? I think when you're up here, it's normal sky texture. When you're down here on the surface of the water, I think it thinks you're underwater. Can you see the sun rays in the sky? The rays of sunshine. You can kind of see it when you move around.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Looks like it's supposed to be shining through a body of water. I'm moving my hands again.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why. Then how come we can get it to not do that on... That's so weird.
I think it's something to do with the loading zones, I think, and skipping them and re-entering them does weird stuff.
Solar winds.
Hmm?
I'm making a Family Guy joke.
Oh.
So that's the rocket underwater.
So it is. Looks a bit crusty.
This is so weird looking. I tried going under here several times, but like, this is where I originally tried to get under the platform, but I just could not find a good angle.
Okay, that's all still solid, is it?
Yeah, in infiltration, if you clip past the brothers, you can just open this door, but in this it's secured, like you can't open it. But yeah, it just has a little open button. Joanna just like flips the door open, I
Oh,
guess.
really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
you won't be able to hear this, I don't think, but let me see if it's doing it. It's not. Sometimes these will be reloading, like the weapons being reloaded, and it'll just do it infinitely.
Oh, interesting. I suppose in readiness for the guy who's going to spawn next to it.
Yeah, yeah. Can't get too close to that, or we'll complete the mission. There's the other jetpack.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was another one.
Now we got a cleaner one. Did this re? Didn't I shoot this out earlier? Or was that? I guess that was that one. Yeah, there's sadly nothing in here. Except if these windows were gone, a decent vantage point to snipe from that the guards could have used.
Yeah.
But they didn't put them in here for some reason.
Oh well.
Who knows?
Perhaps it was originally planned.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. This rocket, I believe, is part of the level geometry because I haven't found it in the files yet.
Okay.
But it's cool to be able to see the logo on it and everything because in the emulator this constantly flickers. But yeah, I think that's just about all I got.
Nice. How high can you get?
I'm not sure, but I know it's not that high. I know it's not taller than the rocket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess.
I can't manage to land on it, so can't cheat it or anything. But yeah, sadly no, wait, can I land on this? Interesting. I don't know why I wanted to know that. But yeah, this place looks insanely cool, and I sound kind of bored, I know, but because I've done it like 8 times now. But it is quite a sight.
It is. Oh, certainly. I've never seen a level like that before. That's very cool.
Maybe we'll figure out how to get I have some ideas about getting the jetpack past the wall in other levels. As the second player, you kind of shove the jetpack around. Like I could probably get it through that door from this angle if I had a second player to push it through.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be able to push past some of the
Oh,
walls.
is that your guys in that room, by the way?
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
just see? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're in there. They're just waiting on me. They won't follow me while I'm in the jetpack, it seems, which is weird because they would on co-op. At least as far as I know, I don't remember now.
Interesting.
If there's anything interesting you want to see, let me know because I know I've been like just shoving past a lot of stuff, not giving you much time.
I was just about to ask if you can get up here, but apart from that, I think that's a very good overview.
Yeah, we can get down here too. I feel like I saw something, but I guess I didn't. Don't think there's a rat down here in this one. I think it's only an infiltration.
Oh, okay.
I haven't.
Those things are
Yeah,
really out the way, aren't they? The rats.
The rats. Yeah. They really hid them pretty well. A lot better than the cheese, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, all the rats weren't discovered until like not long ago. Honestly, I'm pretty sure at least. One was found on Arena. One of the statues is holding it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shadefield 10 has a video showing them all off. I haven't watched the whole thing because it's just rats, but I'm not that interested. Okay, so the way we went through here, apparently the water's back. I don't know
That
how it works.
that
Okay,
does make
I just work here.
that makes sense. I think I don't know for sure, but I think the trigger for the water being there or not, I think that trigger is different from the trigger for the guys. I think the trigger for the water is still halfway up the elevator shaft.
Okay, so no getting around that then probably.
No, if I'm right, which you know I might not be.
Can we get to the bottom of the elevator? No, I've tried to get the damn jetpack in here, but I have not been able to. So yeah, if you're right, then I have no idea how we're gonna really get under there with, because that means that the this probably it probably was the other it probably just placebo then that it looked different underwater. It probably did change to the underwater sort of texture overlay thing
Yeah,
for
like I
me.
said, I'm not 100% sure how that sort of stuff works. Although I did, this was in Data Core, I think. I did somehow trigger the change to quote unquote daytime underwater, just by reloading the level and being in the first area. Now
Huh.
the game had been on, because obviously on the series consoles you've got quick resume. Game had been on quick resume for like a week, so
Oh
I don't know if
wow.
that had anything to do with it, but
Yeah, it's tricky because one of the big like pieces of evidence that it has effect was the jetpack thing, even though it wasn't really evidence. But that was one of the reasons I thought that it being on a long time has effect on the game in weird ways. But I suppose that and spamming reload are still like are the only pieces of evidence now that we've got that having it on for a long time affects how the game runs. But I mean, it wouldn't be the first. There are a lot of games that, when they're on a long time, they start to act strange, like Metal Gear Rising. I think things perpetually start moving faster.
all right. I know. I remember there was a thing in Super Mario 64.
The platform
The,
that moves upward.
that's the exact the one. Yeah, yeah. If you leave
Yeah,
it on for like 16 years or something.
yeah. It would reach a point where it collides with the other wall and crashes the game.
Well,
Clearly
I think the
unfinished.
context I heard about it was with the no A presses challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Um, uh, my bad. There was that one, and then the guy made another video. Then some guy made a video about it, wondering how far it will go up,
Oh, I've
and then
not seen
that's
that one.
what. Yeah, he just left his console on for like days, and then like eventually sped up the emulator or something. Because it was like 3 days in, and it's only right here, so I'm gonna speed up the emulator. I, as I've mentioned to Foss, because I'm just kind of a buzzkill, I really expected there to be a bit more to see. And unfortunately, there wasn't. No, I'm kidding. There's, it looks like there aren't any really unused areas we haven't seen yet. The differences between the levels seem to be minor. Like I thought they were bigger before, maybe different levels entirely. But no, I think it's just
I
like
think it is.
this is a
Yeah,
little.
it's just basically the same thing, but with maybe in one level, instead of having a door there, it'd be a wall instead. So I know we've.
Yeah, it's just I think the wall's just a bit thicker in that level.
Yeah, because I found that a few times, where there's like literally a door in one level, and you come to the same place in a different level, and it's a wall there, even though you can still see the corridor behind it through a window.
And sometimes if you get close, you can see the where it says secured on it or something.
Yes, yeah, I've found that a few times.
Yeah, the well, it's not as foolproof, but it certainly works. It's annoying to get through. The bullets I shot on this still here, even when it respawns. Wow,
Nice. Does it definitely respawn
it's
then, or does it? does
just
it
moves
become
back.
stored somewhere else in the level and then moves around as it's needed, rather than despawning and respawning?
That might be it. I'm pretty sure I saw once like just appear in, but I haven't looked like under the map to see if anything's under there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave that to someone else. Because now everyone knows the elevator shaft I go through.
Your dirty secret's been revealed.
Yeah, Shade Thornton really dropped the ball by finding another way to do this, so I had to redo this footage.
I feel so sorry for you. I mean, you spent quite a long time, and I still want to see that video, by the way, or parts of it, of you getting shot up the shaft, so to speak.
Yeah, I'll upload that after this one.
So I think that's still quite very ingenious.
Yeah, I had to learn cheat engine and then figure out why it wasn't working, and then I had to redo it when I'd gotten a newer emulator and realized that the cheats didn't work. And
For sure, you need to do like a little mini documentary about your journey.
yeah,
And
it was definitely worth it.
yeah,
Though.
yeah, and then obviously end it with, and then Shave Throne 10 found a way you could do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, they found out that if you just walk a little bit further to the side at the end of the level,
That's
you know, there's something about the complexity of mine compared to that method.
that's. I mean, again, I feel so sorry for you, but that is the perfect ending to that story.
It really is. I'm glad an easier method was found because that means I don't have to make the I don't have to figure out how to make the modded exe for people to use. Because now there's just an easier way to do it. I'll probably still work on the modded exe for the cheats, but
Oh, sure.
you know, it's good that there's an easier way to do the jetpack. There's less urgency now.
Yes, and obviously in this way we can obviously incorporate it into runs.
Oh yeah,
As well as,
and now I'm stuck.
as well as the hitting the door in the first room thing as well. For
Yeah, that find was really interesting too because I didn't think about, obviously because I had no context that this could be done in a fast manner. But I didn't think about, even though it's such little distance, the jetpack would still save some time.
oh yeah, it's significantly faster than walking, isn't it?
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that because I had no idea it'd be possible to even get.
No.
See, now the water's not loaded.
I've
This area right here, by the way, when the water is loaded and everything's loaded down here. Oh, what were we saying?
no, sorry, go ahead. I wasn't.
When this stuff's loaded down here, this is blocked off,
Right.
and the ladder leads down to water. And you're probably wondering what happens if you climb down it, because it has to be blocked for a reason, right? Nothing happens. You just fall,
Oh,
and
okay.
then like you hit the water,
But-
then you're standing on it.
But it is still interactable, though, is it?
I clipped the second player up on top of they're like little barrels, and you just walk over to it and you can climb on it.
Interesting. It must have been easier for them then to block it off than to remove the interactability.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be.
'Cause you wouldn't-
If
you just made it so that you couldn't use the ladder, you wouldn't have had to block it off. You know, people would just walk down here and be like, "Oh well, I guess I can't use it."
Yeah. I wonder. I guess there is no like ladder in the game that's not interactable. I guess they didn't want to put a new object in there for that.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it sounds like it'd be easy. Well, I guess not easier, but Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if there's it's not like there's anything detrimental to getting on the ladder. They just like there was no reason to be on it, so they didn't. So they just block it.
Yeah, fair.
Yep. I think that's all I got to show.
Right. Well, if you're finished getting all your footage, one thing I would ask, which is something I always try to do in every Out of Bounds thing, get as high as you can, and see if you can survive a fall.
Oh, okay, interesting. And now the cheats aren't on, so this will be a lot more interesting of a test.
So, do you remember that up in the top of the rocket, that little beam you landed on?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you just get up there and then
I'll head back up there.
just do a just do a roll off.
Is this the right place, or is this that? I did it again. A roll off, don't just walk right off.
Um, that depends. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. I usually roll off a thing because in my mind that gets me more distance away from what I'm standing on, so I don't like Homer Simpson off the cliff and get hit on halfway down.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know if it actually makes a difference or not, but
I'm. I was always under the impression that you took less damage if you rolled off.
yes, that as well. But from a height, from that high up, shouldn't make too much of a difference.
That's true. All right, let's. We gotta go this way, right?
I don't.
I played this game before.
Like I say, I've gotten super good at the muscle memory for the pre-established routes. Once we start mixing it up, I'm no good.
Yeah. Like I'm quitting as soon as we have to take one turn that I'm not used to. Like with Mansion, I still have the Dark Agent run route. I still haven't done that just because he takes a different route than I do, and I don't like it. It's slower though. That his route is slower. I know it is. I refuse to even pretend like mine's not faster, even though it's not mine. That was his route.
What was I watching? I was watching a Summoning Salt, or no, it wasn't a Summoning Salt. It was someone else, but same sort of thing. And there was this. I can't remember whichever game it was. There was this new trick found, which was a lot faster than the old route, but it was like really hard. And one of the top runners was just like, "Nope, there's no way I'm using that new trick." So all the world record was using the trick. So he just grinded and grinded until he beat and got the world record back using the old strats because he refused to learn the new trick.
That's so good. That's how you gotta do it, man. Just don't learn your strats. Just grind the other ones.
Oh, do you know? I think it might have been Spyro 2. I'll have to be fact checked on that, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Spyro speedrunning, sadly.
Oh, they're one of my the first three Spyros anyway. They're some of my favorite runs to watch.
Okay, wait. So this is either going the right way or backwards.
Well, we'll find out in a second. Backwards.
Backwards?
Yeah, you're going backwards, right?
I was trying to go forward, so.
Wait.
But I thought this is. We go here and then we go right? Oh.
No.
Okay, wait.
No, if you turn around, if you go back the way you came, I think, yeah, yes. Then just keep going forwards, and then it's your right hand turn.
Okay. It's a long journey.
It's a big base.
All right, here we go. But yeah, Spyro. What'd you say about Spyro again? So I was about to respond to it, and then like I blanked because I'm like half asleep.
Oh no, I was just saying. They're some of my favorite runs to watch.
Oh yeah, I'll have to watch. But for watching speedruns, I used to like watching Mario 64 ones, but then I got really old.
I've never run Mario in my life, but I used to watch so many like races and tournaments and stuff. I could have given reliable and accurate commentary on a race despite never having run it. I watched that many of them.
That's so good. I ran a lot of it, but I didn't watch too many aside from a couple of Siglemics, maybe.
Siglemics, it's like 1 hour 43 or something he had back in the day. That was the first ever speedrun I watched. That's what got me into the whole thing.
I think that was the first, or not that one specifically, but one of his That was how I got introduced to it. It was definitely this.
You've gone too.
Like
You've gone
watching
too
film.
far, I think.
Really?
Yeah, was it not?
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Let's just do it. Let's go again. Maybe this might still be the wrong
It
one.
should be this one. Oh my god!
I swear.
What have you done?
Wait a minute. Wait, no. No. This is fine. I know this. I meant to show this off. This is the best part of this one. This is the place I went up before. Okay, I got up here after explosive cover, after doing explosive cover, and I was like, no, why God? Because it's closed. I didn't know what to do. And then I went over here and I hit this and it opens.
Oh, nice.
But I've never gotten the option to hack it before. What would happen if I hacked it?
Usually hacking it would either locate Dr. Carroll or set off an alarm.
Reboot. Father back online and ready to serve. I have located my hackers. Dispatching Alpha.
I wonder if they'll spawn down there. We could save that for another day.
Justice.
Alright, highest point. That would be here, maybe? Yeah.
Good enough, innit?
What? You this right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can we land on it, though?
Now, 8.
Alright, let's try landing on the other one again.
Okay.
Hmm?
I was going to say, aim for the ground, not the water.
Oh, okay, so... Alright, yeah, I can do it here. But I don't know if I can land right here. It
Doesn't
doesn't
look
I
like it
can.
this one now. The other one will be good enough.
I was gonna aim for the end of the level thing.
Oh my god. Yes.
That way, if I die, maybe I'll still complete the level.
Oh, yes. Do it.
I didn't die, wow. Oh, that's perfect.
I suppose that makes sense. That's the same as the arena, isn't it? I think...
Oh, yeah.
I guess you fall for a certain amount, and if you don't hit anything before then, the game just gives up, and it's like, oh well, guess you're alive.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
If we, if the jetpack, wherever the jetpack's sitting, it will still be there when the level ends. So I was thinking it'd be funny at one point to fly it out so that when the ship's flying off the end cutscene, you see the jetpack falling near it. But that's a lot of repeating to figure out where I got to do it at, and it's just not something I'm willing to do.
No, that's understandable.
But yeah,
You're confusing me with someone who cares.
as for the other one, I did post my failed attempt up there, but I still have my, at least I hope I do, my original, yeah, I do, I put it in its own folder, my original, me getting up there. There's a lot of waiting in between each, what do you call it, each bit of movement in my original video.
Right.
So I only, when I clipped it into what was going to be the beginning of this video, I stopped at when I got in the jetpack and then switched over to where I actually ran around and didn't like screw around a lot.
Okay. No, because I meant what I said there. I'd be really interested to see that as well. Still.
I mean, I could play some of it right now if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, or we could just put it in another one, save it for another time.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Give me 2 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my audio recording just so I can 100% make sure that it's saved.
Oh yeah, I guess I should do the same.